This morning, 67-year-old Mary set down her coffee, put on the blood pressure cuff, and sighed. Last night, she'd had a pink, buttery piece of fish. Good for the heart, she thought. Yet she tossed and turned and woke with a foggy head. Could a food praised as healthy be quietly tiring out her heart and brain? Maybe we haven't been wrong to eat more fish, but wrong about the kind of fish and the way we cook it. If we change just a few small habits, could our mornings feel lighter and clearer? The information in this video is for reference only, compiled from trustworthy public sources, and does not replace professional medical advice. Before applying any suggestion, consult your doctor or a qualified health professional. We share this because we want you and your family to stay healthy and happy. Thank you for walking with us on a journey of living healthy and living wisely. At Healthy Way, we bring you simple but effective science-backed health tips to help you maintain a strong body, a clear mind, and steady daily energy, especially after age 60. Past 60, the body changes in very ordinary ways. Blood vessels are less elastic, the kidneys clear salt more slowly, and detox systems aren't as quick as they once were. The food marketplace has changed too. More farmed fish, more top-shelf choices that are pre-seasoned, smoked, breaded, or taken from long-lived top-of-the-food chain species. Two curves cross. Your body becomes more sensitive to salt and contaminants, while a typical fish meal is more likely than before to carry added salt and residues. So fish equals good is no longer true in every case. The wiser approach is the right fish, the right amount, the right cooking. Picture a small triangle to remember it. Mercury from large, long-lived species accumulates with the years and can damage the endothelial lining of vessels and disrupt heart-brain signaling. Salt from smoked fish, salted fish, and pre-seasoned products pulls water into the bloodstream and nudges up nighttime blood pressure. Persistent pollutants like POPs, PCBs, and PFAS are fat-loving, lodge in fish fat and in us, and quietly raise chronic inflammation. The very same fish dinner can end very differently. A simple wild salmon, lemon, and herb roast with leafy greens and whole grains preserves omega-3s and keeps sodium low. A serving of crispy fish sticks with a salty, creamy sauce brings oxidized oils, refined starch, and a lot of sodium. A can of tuna works the same way. Light skipjack in water with no added salt is a very different choice from frequent albacore. A sensible portion is about 3 to 4 Oz, 85 to 115 G cooked. If you have high blood pressure, many clinicians recommend about 1,500 mg sodium per day, or follow your personal plan. Smaller, short-lived species tend to have less mercury. Fresh, simple preparations tend to have less salt. To choose in 10 seconds at the seafood case, use a 3-color guide. Red, avoid or minimize swordfish, king mackerel, shark, Gulf of Mexico tilefish, fried fish and fish sticks, salty smoked fish, and frequent albacore tuna. Yellow, source and labels matter. Farmed salmon, especially marked color added, tilapia, Atlantic cod, and farmed or imported catfish. If you must buy, look for certified farms, avoid heavy pre-seasoning and oils, and better yet, choose wild Pacific cod, pollock, haddock, or trout. Green, prioritize wild Alaskan salmon such as sockeye and coho, sardines and anchovies packed in water with no added salt. Wild trout, Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, not king, And skipjack tuna in water with no added salt. When in doubt, remember the short rule. Small, clean. Labels hide big differences. Wild caught usually means a natural diet. More omega-3 and less omega-6 and, depending on region, lower levels of persistent pollutants. You may see an MSC certification. Farmed runs a spectrum. Some operations are crowded, rely on industrial feed, and add color. Others meet ASC or BAP standards with better water and feed management. On the shelf, Atlantic salmon is usually farmed. Color added means the pink hue comes from feed, not the natural deep red of sockeye. Pre-seasoned items are often high in sodium. Smoked products like lox are delicious but very salty. Cans or jars labeled in brine are typically salty. Look for in water and no salt added. Scan in order. Wild or farmed, species and region, whether it's pre-seasoned or breaded, whether canned in water with no added salt, and whether there are trustworthy certifications. 10 seconds like this gets you right most of the time. The quiet mechanisms that make a fish dinner noisy for your arteries are very specific. Mercury from apex species accumulates and harms the endothelium, causing vague dizziness and heavy-headedness. Salt from smoked, salted, and pre-seasoned items lifts evening blood pressure and leaves puffy eyelids and a heavy face in the morning. Fat-soluble pollutants raise baseline inflammation. High heat and frying destroy omega-3s and create oxidized oils and aldehydes that inflame. Breading and refined starches in crispy items swing blood sugar and add to inflammation. Bottled sauces often pack salt and sugar into every small spoonful. A skewed omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in some farmed fish heightens platelet stickiness and inflammation. Natural deep red from astaxanthin in wild salmon is not the same as pink from added color. Selenium from small fish can be a helpful cofactor. Different waters and supply chains mean different background contamination. Repeating one or two species, especially mercury-rich ones, builds cumulative exposure. A late, salty fried dinner pushes up nighttime blood pressure and breaks up sleep. When the body whispers with mild ankle swelling, nighttime thirst, or a racing heartbeat after a salty, crispy fish meal, those are signs to heed. Familiar stories show the turn in the road. George thought he was right eating a tuna sandwich every lunch, but albacore with mayo, pickles, and white bread pushed up mercury and sodium. Switching to skipjack and water with no salt, mixed with lemon dill yogurt on whole grain bread with greens is a very different outcome. Linda chose tilapia for price and mild taste, but the skewed omega-6, omega-3, and industrial farming made inflammation stubborn. Swapping to wild pollock or haddock with lemon herb roasting and a light homemade sauce kept her meal gentle and tasty. Robert loved steak of the sea, eating swordfish twice a week, changing to mahi-mahi or halibut, keeping portions to 4 ahs, and adding dark leafy greens kept that meaty feel with less mercury. Harold heard mackerel was good for cholesterol but chose king mackerel, while Atlantic or Spanish mackerel are the safer omega-3 rich options. Bill and Susan held on to Friday night crispy fish, moving to crunchy without frying using oats, ground flax, or almond flour baked or air-fried with a lemon yogurt sauce left them less thirsty at night and sleeping better. If you love a smoky morning flavor, swap a salty lox and bagel for fresh seared salmon sprinkled with smoked paprika. Or, if you still use lox, rinse briefly under cold water and pat dry. In the kitchen, what we need isn't fancy, It's gentle. Omega-3s are heat sensitive, so cook quickly at moderate heat and in a moist environment. Salt sneaks in via bottled sauces, pre-seasoning, smoking, and breading. Reused frying oil and high heat create oxidized oils. Quick pan searing followed by a few minutes in a 190-205 375-400 degree oven keeps moisture and omega-3s. Parchment or foil packets create a mini steam oven that preserves flavor without much salt. An air fryer at medium-high heat with mid-cook checks avoids drying. You can get crunch without frying. Oat crust with black pepper and lemon zest, or ground flax mixed with almond flour and smoked paprika, or coarse cornmeal, all give a pleasant crust without a vat of oil. Artery-friendly sauces include lemon dill yogurt, olive oil and red wine vinegar with herbs, a smoked paprika, garlic, olive oil, lemon zest blend, or a creamy green made from ripe avocado with yogurt and lemon. Marinating with acid and herbs lifts flavor so you need less salt. Rinse smoked items briefly and pat dry. Choose sides like dark leafy greens, roasted sweet potatoes, and quinoa to pull total sodium down. Your budget doesn't have to fight purity. What matters is cost per serving, not the fresh label. Wild fillets bought frozen on sale and pre-portioned are 20 to 40% cheaper than fresh with steady quality. Sardines or skipjack canned in water with no added salt are inexpensive, storable, low mercury, and low sodium. If fresh salmon is too pricey, choose frozen sockeye, trout, Pacific cod, or Atlantic mackerel, not king. Low-cost, flavorful seasonings include lemon, vinegar, garlic, dill, parsley, rosemary, and smoked paprika for a smoky note without salty locks. A practical green pantry, a few cans of no-salt sardines and skipjack, a couple jars of anchovies, 6 to 8 pre-portioned wild frozen fillets, whole grains, pre-roasted sweet potatoes, frozen leafy greens, a no-salt spice set, and crunch no-fry staples like oats, almond flour, and ground flax. Compared with a fast food fried fish meal and soda, a no-salt sardine plate with lemon and olive oil on whole grain bread with greens costs about the same or less, yet brings more EPA, DHA, less sodium, and longer-lasting fullness. Dining out doesn't have to be awkward. The three main concerns are hidden salt, damaged oils, and risky species. 4 gentle questions are enough to keep dinner fun and your numbers steady. What fish exactly is it? Wild or farmed? Can you grill or pan-sear it with light oil, and can you put the sauce on the side? Green choices when ordering include mahi-mahi, halibut, trout, wild salmon, or Atlantic Spanish mackerel. Sides should be leafy salads with lemon olive oil, roasted vegetables, roasted sweet potatoes, quinoa, or brown rice. Avoid keywords like crispy, battered, tempura, fish and chips, and breaded. Blackened often comes with salty spice mixes. Smoked, lox, and cured are usually very salty. Swap white bread for greens or whole grain, fries for roasted sweet potatoes, and tartar or mayo for lemon dill yogurt. Share a dish, ask for sauce on the side, keep the fish portion around 3-4 Oz, and take the rest home. Tracking shows exactly what fits your body. Feelings are kind but fuzzy, numbers are clear. A 14-day log is simple. Note species, cooking method, and a rough salt estimate. Measure morning and evening blood pressure. Jot one line on sleep, nighttime thirst, or mild swelling. Patterns often appear quickly. Salty, smoked, or breaded dinners correlate with higher evening BP and heavier mornings. Green dinners with wild fish, low salt, and gentle cooking line up with lower evening BP and calmer sleep. If you see a repeated difference of about 5 to 10 mmHg, that's meaningful. When appropriate, talk to your doctor about a blood or hair mercury test if you often eat apex species, a lipid panel and triglycerides after 6 to 12 weeks of green habits, or HSCRP to gauge changes in baseline inflammation. At-home cues like ankle puffiness, a racing heartbeat after fried, saucy meals, and nighttime thirst are yellow flags. If your readings aren't ideal, check sauces, deli meats, and seasoned labels. Rinse smoked items, swap albacore for skipjack once every 2 weeks, and rotate in sardines and trout. Trade crispy fried for crispy no fry for 2 weeks and compare. It all comes together as a simple, warm, doable week. 2 to 3 green fish meals mixed with 4 to 5 other proteins lowers mercury buildup while keeping omega-3s. Fish portions of 3-4 Aussies. Keep sodium near your doctor's recommendation. Cook gently, keep moisture, use light, low-salt homemade sauces. Check evening and morning BP, and jot a line about how you feel. A very ordinary sample week. Start with trout baked in parchment with lemon, garlic, and dill, plus quinoa and salad. A 10-minute lunch of no-salt sardines on whole grain with cucumber and lemon olive oil. Midweek quick-seared, then oven-finished sockeye with steamed broccoli and roasted sweet potato and a homemade lemon dill yogurt sauce. One no-fish day with chickpeas, greens, and whole grains. A weekend dinner out with grilled mahi-mahi or halibut. No breading, sauce on the side, and roasted sweet potatoes instead of fries. A budget-friendly Pacific cod with an oat crust baked to a crunch, sprinkled with smoked paprika for that smoky note without salty locks. And an easy Sunday lunch of no-salt skipjack mixed with lemon dill yogurt on whole grain with tomato. 15 minutes of prep sets up the week. Portion frozen fillets, mix 2 small jars of no-salt sauces, roast sweet potatoes, quick-cook quinoa, wash and dry greens, and set a pantry row of no-salt sardines and skipjack within easy reach. You'll often notice calmer nights, clearer mornings, and a happier wallet thanks to 2 canned meals, sale-bought frozen fillets, 1 no-fish day, and 1 controlled dinner out. What we want to keep is simple, a peaceful week without harsh restriction, just consistency. Choose the right fish a few times, cook gently, and keep sauces on the side. The numbers will tell the rest, and your own body will confirm you're headed the right way. Next, we'll dive into flavor-first techniques that still protect omega-3s and avoid common cooking mistakes, so every meal becomes one small, steady step toward a calmer heart and a clearer morning.